Hi, I'm Ari, and I want to talk to you today about software, more specifically about software and feminism. I've been thinking a lot lately about what it would mean to make software in a feminist way. Currently, one of the most commonly used programming paradigms is object-oriented programming. This paradigm is based around the typical understanding of subject-object theory. It reinforces this normative subject-object framework in every software program it uses. This means every technology we use that runs software using an object-oriented programming paradigm reinforces a normative subject-object relationship. With technology being as ubiquitous as it now is, it seems imperative that software be conceived in a way that disrupts this norm. I strongly believe that if we interface with software developed with the intention of disrupting subject-object understandings, that people who know nothing about this theory, people who know nothing about developmental software paradigms, would start to understand the world differently, would start to see the world differently. One of the reasons object-oriented programming is so widely used is because the abstraction allows for objects to be clearly separated from one another in a way that makes them easy to manipulate. Feminist understanding of objects is that objects are not clearly separated from one another. Not only are objects themselves entangled with each other, but the subjects are also entangled with the objects. Object-oriented programming focuses on nouns as discrete entities above all else. In Karen Barad's article, Posthumanist Performativity Towards an Understanding of How Matter Comes to Matter, she points out that we need to move away from things, or nouns, in favor of phenomena. Phenomena being dynamic, topological relations, aka entanglements, in order to move away from our current understandings of how the world works and interacts with itself, or should I say, our current misunderstandings of how the world works. Would it be simple enough to just start creating programs using entangled programming principles? Instead of creating objects or nouns, we could create entanglements. My fear, though, is that it would not end up being an effective abstraction or modeling tool for programming, and as such, it would not have any traction. Since programming languages are based on distinct models of computation, we need to start by conceptualizing a distinctly feminist model of computation to base a feminist programming paradigm around. But the feminist model for computation, one that reinforces a feminist construction of subject-object relationships within the framework of computation itself, we would have a way of constructing technology, a way of constructing software, outside of the typical patriarchal structures that dominate the technology and computer science world. This is my feminist keyword video on software for FemTechNet. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to make your own keyword video in response.